Hey guys, it's Jynnette with Inner Sun Alchemy here to give you your tarot reading for the month of August 2017. If you are a Taurus rising, sun, or moon sign, this reading is for you. If you don't know what any of those signs are, I definitely recommend getting your natal chart done for free online. My favorite site to use is cafeastrology.com. You will need to know your time of birth, however, in order to get your rising sign, just an FYI. All right, so let's get into your reading, Taurus. So, your overall energy is the Four of Pentacles. Now, I love the Four of Pentacles. It's actually one of my favorite cards because to me, it really speaks to sitting in a place of power. Not only are you stable in your material world, like, just having the money that you need to take care of the things that you need to take care of, your home life, your health, all that kind of stuff is good. You're good in your heart, your sense of self, and you're also good in your mind and your spirituality. It's like all aspects of you are covered and it's solid. And of course, it's an earth energy, which is perfect for you. So you are really in your element this month, and which is nice to see because there's so much change happening. A lot of the signs are just really kind of going through it this month. So it's good to see that that's your overall energy for yourself, that you are really grounded and stable. Now, in your first house, you have another four, actually, the Four of Swords. And the first house has to deal with your sense of self and your self-identity and also how you show up in the world. And this really speaks to being in a place of peace. Like, you're not going back and forth about, how you need to show up. Like, am I really this now? Am I really that now? Like, all of that kind of second guessing energy is really like settled and done. And it's a nice compliment to this Four of Pentacles. Like, you, in your mind of yourself, like, you're good. You know who you are. You know what you're about. You know what you stand for. You know what you tolerate and what you don't tolerate. And you're good. And you're just in a place of peace. Like, it's not even a defensive thing. It's just, you're good. So that's awesome. All right. In your fourth house, which is the house related to your actual home or your emotional security, the things that make you feel safe, as well as your family, or your past life or subconscious mind, you actually have the Two of Discs. So this for me is reading as things might be a little topsy-turvy at home, whether actually with your family or your literal home life. Maybe you have to move, or maybe you're thinking about moving, or maybe there's something happening with people that you're living with that is causing you to have to juggle and figure out things about how you are going to show up. There's a lot of different things, a lot of different ways that can show, but this does speak to change. But because it is Pentacles, it's not coming across as like really emotional per se. However, you are Taurus, so this may actually be affecting you more deeply than you are aware of or willing to admit to. Okay, so definitely watch out for that. Now, in your seventh house, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and your seventh house has to do with the energy around your relationships with people. So whether that's, your actual family or friends, romantic partners, your coworkers, what have you. So the Knight of Pentacles is actually really grounded, solid energy because it's taking practical steps in movement forward in what you do have now. Like, you guys are making progress, or there's a desire to build more and to have more. Like, you're not interested in the surface things anymore. You're ready to take things to the next level. So that may be how you are showing up, or that may be how some significant other or people around you are showing up. Like, they are making offers to you about maybe a new business venture or idea that they have, or a creative venture, what have you. But there's definitely a movement or an offering, either on your side or on their side, coming through. Now, what I love about this is, again, it's more earth energy. So it's really grounded, and it does speak to you being in your element. Now, in your 10th house, you have the Two of Cups. So your 10th house actually has to deal with your career and your purpose, and also your reputation. So what I'm actually seeing for this is that there's a really beautiful synergy that happens this month in your work environment. So this may be you actually getting a job and loving it, or you getting a new position at your current job and it really feeling like a perfect fit. Or you may feel like you've finally found your purpose and you start actually working on that, and there's a deep sense of fulfillment. But whatever this is, this partnership, feel you in this, and I'm feeling it's an actual like job or responsibility that you have as opposed to a person. I'm feeling that is really feeling emotionally fulfilling and potentially abundant and lucrative. So that is exciting. And maybe that's where this juxtaposition with the Two of Pentacles is maybe you do have a new offer come in and you're trying to see, okay, like maybe it's slightly less, but it's actually going to be more fulfilling for me. Should I take it? And that's going to shift my stability here financially. What have you. There's a lot of ways that this can show up, but it does bode well, and at least what's coming through. Well, let's get to the next card because there's really something beautiful that's showing up here. In the center of the reading, which basically ties everything together, it's kind of the heart of the reading, but it also speaks to your soul's desire and goal for the month. You do have the High Priestess, which is which is a major arcana, and she's also the two cards. So you have Two of Cups, the Two, and then the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, there is a lot of shifting that's happening for you, but it feels positive. It's not destructive. So if you're trying to figure out what step to take, where to move forward, the guidance here is really sitting in this High Priestess energy, which is the energy of feeling and sitting in your intuition. The High Priestess also speaks to the new moon. So either you may have had like a drastic change happen in work or home life, whatever this is. When we just had the new moon in Leo on July 23rd, or there is something coming up for the other new moon in Leo, which is going to be the solar eclipse on August 21st. Okay. Either way, it is that Leo energy, which is talking about you really living in your gifts. Leo's talks about not necessarily being self-centered, but self-aware and self-expressive. So yeah, I'm excited for this for you. Please do, write me below and let me know like how this is showing up for your life, because I do see this is a money, it's really coming across to me as a money career thing, and there's some new opportunities that are coming in, and basically, you're having to make a decision to take a leap of faith into something new that you really love, or stay where you are. And taking those leaps of faith are not always easy for Taurus energy, but the energy is actually feeling really balanced and stable, and you are feeling balanced and stable. So the only thing with the 4 energy, it can be stubborn and doesn't move, which is Taurus. So the only thing I would say there is just like, don't get stuck, because if there is something new coming in, and if you want to be able to create more, you're going to have to change. But you do have the blessing of the High Priestess here, so trust your intuition. You know what you need, you know what you want, you know what you can do as well with what you have. All right? So that's your reading for the month of August. If you haven't already checked out the August astrology video, be sure to look at that. There should be a link below in the description box, hopefully, if I got to it in time. But regardless, definitely check it out on the channel, because there are a lot of changes happening with the eclipses and the retrogrades. It's looking positive for you, but definitely check that out and see where it's affecting your houses and how it may show up in your life. And if you want to have your own personal reading to kind of navigate these waters, whether it's tarot or astrology, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help. If you also need to do any energy healing or are looking to work with me as your life coach, I am more than happy to help you with that too. The website is innersunalchemy.com. You can find out all the information on the services. Everything is like now updated, and I'm going to be continue working on that through August as I create some new things. So the website is still going to be a work in progress, so be sure to check back frequently for any changes. And if you have any questions, please do email me and reach out, okay? But with that said, I love you. Blessings upon blessings for you in the month of August, and I will see you in September, okay? Bye.